and all different size tracks.
For me, like I was a cushion short track or a TT, or we did have some cushion half miles, and then we also had slippery. Lodi was a slick. It was a quarter mile.
We got a variety of everything, which is good for kind of learning how to adapt to racing all different surfaces.
Diversity to be able to ride multiple, I guess, disciplines, track types, styles, whatever was the big thing. So that helped me transition to the professional level. I think a little bit quicker maybe than a lot of guys.
West Coast Flat Track still fuels the next generation of riders, and right now the top 5 in the AFT singles class are separated by only 13 points. Tom Drain is the leader by 6 points over Bruner, Sadoff in 3rd, Justin Jones 4th, and Braden Fanders right there in 5th. A surprise in the Kicker AFT singles class in qualifying, Jared Lowe qualifies 2nd just off the pole.
That's the big thing. I've been fast qualifier before, didn't get it today quite, but close. So I have a lot of confidence though.
No surprise here, Cage Tadman, who won here last year, is the fast qualifier.
People say there's a lot of pressure going in this year. I got to back it up, but try not to think about it. I think today was mainly just try to get used to the bike, get a good setup going, and going into Q1 felt good, but I know the bike could have been better. Changed some stuff Q2, and yeah, I guess I was able to put down fast times.
Colby, let's take a look at how we got here. Kicker AFT singles heat race number 1. It was the 83 of Fanders on the outside. Kelleher on the 31 looked pretty strong early.
And Fanders was able to get the start. He starts fading back in this one as Tom Drain gets ahead of him, and it starts going backwards from there.
And that was Drain. That was all he needed. He would take the win of heat race number 1, and it'll be the 28 of Tadman getting 2nd. Kicker AFT singles heat race number 2. This time it's the 21 of Bruner getting a good launch. So does Jared Lowe on the 63 bike.
And Chase Sadoff's battling around there in the middle, but it's going to be Bruner that starts to walk away with it. Jared Lowe hung tight, but Terrence Santero ends up going down.
So Santero will have to start at the back of the pack, but it'll be Bruner hanging on for the win. Jared Lowe punches his ticket to that challenge race as well, and Sadoff slides back to 3rd. Kicker AFT singles last chance qualifier, only 4 going to the main event. Jack Brooks got the early hole shot. Pettit was up there on the 82, but Santero started the back after crashing in the heat race, gets to the front in a hurry.
Santero was not messing around in this one, still angry from that heat race crash, ends up pulling away, easily picking up that LCQ win.
Good ride by the 75. He goes to the main event. And then we'll have our Jess Garcia challenge race. The 21 of Bruner. Here comes Jared Lowe up the inside. Bruner grabbed the early lead, and then Drain went to work on the number 1 bike.
And Tom Drain was running so aggressive. He's going to make this pass into turn 1. Runs Bruner way up the racetrack there, but it's going to be Tom Drain that's able to hold on over Cage Tadman, picking up the win.
What a great ride by the Tom Drain, the Australian, getting the win. $1,414 to honor Jess Garcia in that challenge race. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Kicker AFT singles class. That front row is stacked. The 1 is Tom Drain from Australia. The 21 is Trevor Bruner from Indiana. 28, Cage Tadman, last year's winner. And Jared Lowe on the front row for tonight's main event. Before we send them on their way, Jamie's got a pre-race report.
Well, as the day has gone on, the ruts that have continued to develop over the course of the racetrack, the officials have been going out and digging them up. Here's one of them that just came out. Imagine being at race pace and one of these rocks being flung up from a tire. So it's something that the riders have to think about, but luckily the race officials have been taking care of as many of them as they can over the course of the evening.
Thanks, Jamie. The bikes are on the line. We're getting ready to go. It's 6 minutes plus 2 laps. Kicker AFT singles main event out here in Ventura. The 10-second board goes up. Kicker AFT singles main event. 6 minutes plus 2 laps. The first stop on the West Coast swing. Drain, Bruner, Tadman, and Lowe on that front row. Who's going to grab the whole shot? Light turns green. We'll find out right now. Drain on the inside, but it's Jared Lowe, and here comes Tadman around the outside.
Jared Lowe's finally able to get the lead that he needs. He's been fast all day, but Tom Drain super aggressive in that challenge race, in that heat race. Now finds himself behind Cage Tadman.
Jared Lowe will lead lap number 1. Here comes 16 of the fastest singles riders in the world. Tadman goes to the high side. Drain's coming right along with him.
Tadman won here last year in his rookie debut race, looking to make his first win of the 2026 season here tonight.
And Jared Lowe still looking for his first career win. He's feeling sporty here today.
And Trevor Bruner fallen back to 4th place now, just off the backside, but it's going to be Tadman taking over the lead momentarily. Jared Lowe runs it in deep, tries to get back the inside of him, but Tadman, no, gets the run around the outside. Tadman's going to be the leader.
How about the momentum from last year carrying him into this year? Tadman is on a rail around the outside.
And I think Tadman needs to sprint so hard right now to get away from Tom Drain. I was going to say, as long as he's behind Jared Lowe, now it's going to be a cage match.
Between Cage Tadman and Tom Drain, they're first and second. Now we got third is Lowe, fourth is Bruner. We expected him further towards the front. He hasn't been able to rebound since he had that, went wide in that challenge race.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Trevor Bruner isn't closer right now. He's going to have to make adjustments, but Cage Tadman already so far ahead of him, and it is going to be mano-a-mano here between these two.
Drain has the ability to watch what Tadman's doing. Last year, it didn't seem it mattered who was in second. Tadman was gone. Now Tadman's searching and trying some different lines. It's very impressive by this rookie. You know, I want to call him a rookie because it's only his second season, second time here for 28.
This is not the guy I want behind me, though, in second place. Tom Drain, we've seen it so many times how good he is at figuring out the racing line later on in the race.
Jared Lowe having a great run, sitting third. Bruner's in fourth, and Justin Jones is up to fifth now. Look at Drain going in really low, but drifting up way too high in turn number 2.
Tadman hasn't taken a look over his shoulder. He's looking at the clock. It's counting down on the front straightaway, just under 4 minutes this time, knowing that someone is getting closer and closer.
Here comes the one bike. He sends it up the inside, goes up the racetrack, but he's got that line figured out.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. He's going to eventually take a shot at Cage Tadman up the inside. Look at how much racetrack he's cutting off, and that is, he's not even losing drive off the corner there. So Tom Drain is going to be there.
A bunch of tear-offs just came off the one bike. That might have been all of them, so we'll see if that's a factor. He's looking down right now, so maybe all the tear-offs are gone.
He's getting roosted pretty hard there.
Tadman continues to lead on the 28. The Salinas, California rider out front. The Australian in second of Drain. The leader is the 28 of Cage Tadman. Jamie, what do you know?
For Cage Tadman getting that win last year, that was, as you mentioned, his rookie race. He hadn't developed any what we call bad habits quite yet. That one was purely based off of feel. Repeating tonight, he knew it was going to be a challenge because of the experience that he now has. He said, I have to put myself back to center, go back to that mindset of my very first race, and right now it's paying off.
It definitely is. He looks like he is a veteran out there leading, and Tom Drain dives in lower but goes up the racetrack and loses what he gains. Remember, also, Tadman was on a privateer KTM effort last year. Now, right there in a close second, they've gapped everybody else. Bruner, Lowe, and Jones, your top 5.
Tadman now changing up the line a little bit, coming off lower. Tom Drain makes a mistake there, gets up into the dry stuff, almost into the back straightaway wall.
And a tip of the cap to the 75 of Santero, starting on that back row. He's all the way up to 7th for the 75 rider.
Cage Tadman making a few mistakes. His bike's bobbling around on it, but hasn't. This could be it right here. Oh, lucky. Drain had the same bobble, but that's the pass.
Drain sends it, but he goes wide. Tadman squares up the corner, comes up the inside. They drag race down the front straightaway. I saw somebody slow over here in turn number 1. No problem. They keep on going.
And there, Drain loses the front end just for a second. These guys are going back and forth right now, but Cage Tadman knows who it is, knows who he's racing against.
It's Braden Fanders off the pace on the 83 bike. We keep on going. The 1 is in hot pursuit of the leader. He sends it into turn number 1 once again. Tadman continues to lead.
Tadman hasn't made another mistake since that one where he allowed Drain by him.
Tadman's running a perfect race right now, and the 1 bike is right there, closing in on the leader once again. Here comes Drain. Drain up the inside this time. This time he keeps it low off in turn number 2.
It's such a tough place for Tadman to be because he can't go lower because then Drain will have the speed around the outside of him. So Tadman has to keep doing what he's doing, but he knows that Drain's going to take another shot up the inside like that. He just has to be ready to respond.
About 40 seconds and 2 laps to go roughly. It's Tadman and Drain. They have checked out away from everybody else. Bruner's in 3rd, Lowe is in 4th, and Santero from the back of the pack is up to 5th.
I don't think Tom Drain's going to wait at all. I think as soon as he gets the capability, he's going to take the shot. The race is winding down right now. Cage Tadman has just a big enough gap, but one little mistake, one hiccup off the corner, and Drain's going to shoot.
Time is about to expire. This might be the last lap before the 2 lap to go signal comes out. Tadman's got the fastest lap of the race, but Drain is still applying the pressure. The front wheel comes up on the 1 bike. Here he comes into 3. Drain sends it up the inside. Not able to make the pass. 2 laps to go this time by.
This is the closest we've seen Drain in the last little bit. Is he going to have something to take a shot? Tadman way up the racetrack that time, but Drain picks up the front wheel as well.
Track drying out just a little bit in this long race. It's the longest race we've had of the night. This time by the white flag is out. And here comes the one bike. Drain is in hot pursuit of the leader. Into turn 1 for the final time. Tadman and Drain.
This is going to be it. Will Drain have anything? He makes a mistake down the back straightaway. Tadman goes tight.
Tadman looked over his shoulder. Is that a mistake? He's going to regret. Here they come off of turn 4 to the line. It's the 28 and the 1. Who is it? Tadman gets the win. Drain is second. What a ride by this young man.
Winning by 0.03 point of a second.
0.034 second. Drain's already on the podium. He knows he didn't take the win. Man, what a good ride up there. What a race it was. Here are the results. Cage Tadman taking the win by 0.034 seconds over Tom Drain. Bruner's third. Jared Lowe fourth. And Terrence Santero from the back of the pack will finish up fifth. Time to send it to Jamie, who is with our winner.
For Cage Tadman, I just watched you put your head down and shake it just a little bit in disbelief. You can call it rookie luck the first time, but to come out and be able to defend that victory, what statement does this make?
You know, it's been a roller coaster. You know, I can't thank the team enough, Turn Racing, Honda, and everything they do for me. You know, it's been a roller coaster. You know, we had a couple bad rounds. You know, I've been struggling with some things, but right now it's you know, a dream come true again. I think if we can keep this ball rolling, we should be good.
Can't start momentum without a win, and now you have one. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Very happy Tadman led most of the laps, but Drain threw everything he had at him.
And Drain was able to get up next to him, but it is going to be Tadman that grabs the win here tonight.
Super close win by Cage Tadman, and finishing up second is the one bike. Closest race to home for Tom Drain, but it wasn't quite close enough to get the win.
Yeah, for Tom Drain, I saw a little bit of disappointment when you took your helmet off. You fought hard out there, though. There are a couple of mistakes along the way. What role did that play in the outcome?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely made a couple mistakes out there. Felt like I could close the gap back right up, but Cage was riding really well and made it really hard to pass. I was giving it everything I had and just come up a little short tonight, but we're ready for next weekend and we're ready to move on and try to keep chipping it, trying to get another win.
It was less than 0.4 of a second, so it's going to be a close run here on the West Coast, guys.
Point standings look like this after the fourth round. Tom Drain is in the lead, stretches it out a little bit over Bruner, who's in second. Tadman with that win jumps up to third. Chase out of his fourth, and Justin Jones rounding out your top five. One more time, third place on the podium is the 21 bike of Bruner.
For Trevor Bruner, staying in the points fight here, closing that gap just a little bit, but the disappointment on your face, having not stood on the top step of the podium this time, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, as you can tell, I'm not so stoked about that one. I felt like we had a lot more in the tank to give. Felt like we definitely should have been up in the top step. I'm content with the points that we're leaving from this place with. So a third, you know, all in all, not that bad. Just you know, just as a nightly thing. I felt like we had a lot more to give, but yeah.
Sure. Cole, we've got a new class this season. What is the Pro Sport 450 class?
The Pro Sport 450 class is for up-and-coming younger riders to get their foot in the door here in the American Flat Track Series. Allows them to race the same day as the AFT Singles and the Mission Super Twins, learn from those teams, and learn the same tracks that they're going to eventually be racing on in the AFT Singles class.
Highlights from the Pro Sport 450 class here at Ventura. Colt Schaefer on the 45 was out there, but Jet Catarzi grabs the whole shot at the 17.
Tarzi needed to do that because Colt Schaefer ran away with it in the heat race, and it is going to be him with a big start. Now, Payne Names running in second.
69 was trying the highline. He made his way to the front from a while from 8th, Christian Knox, but then he started
in the third.
Second would be Payne Names, but it's going to be Jet Catarzi getting his first win in this new class, and he is pumped up about it. These young riders are taking their first steps up the ladder, but there's another path to American Flat Track that's helping build future stars from the ground up.
Go Train Race is really unique, so it's really trying to get the group, like the roots of getting females into the sport a lot more. And what's really cool, and a lot of people don't know, is that we cover everything. Royal Enfield covers everything for the riders. From the start, we cover their travel, their lodging. We book everything for them. All of the expenses for going racing that people stress about is completely cleared. We provide the motorcycles. We provide the stock motorcycle for them. we then take them to Texas and they learn how to build their bike. So they might not have any knowledge, they might have never changed their own gearing, or they might not even know how to hold a wrench properly. We provide all the parts to make it from a stock bike to a race-ready bike.
You learn how to do things on your own, and just very much so, like all of your independence and how to do everything by yourself and just not to rely on everyone.
I'm hoping to learn how to become a better motorcycle racer, of course, and how to communicate better and how to work on my own bike by myself.
I've been wanting to apply and waiting to be 18 for the past 2 years. It's just a really cool program to elevate like my race and just to be a part of something that's really special. It means a lot.
And I think it's a great opportunity for us to be producing that girls can do what guys can do, and I would like to show that off.
They're learning life skills too. It's not just about racing. The racing's the good part, but like everything else really connects. You know, we have camera crews around, we do interviews. It teaches them how to talk to sponsors, and it teaches them how to talk to the camera. All of those things add up, and when they go to a job interview or they're talking to just somebody that maybe they want to potentially sponsor their own team, it all carries and is connected.
Racing definitely teaches you like patience and hard work and just to be tougher and a lot of things that are very valuable. It's a really great program just to get your name out there and to like get like the publicity and just be around a bunch of girls that are around similar skill level, and it's just a lot of fun.
The Royal Enfield Build Train Race program out here at Ventura. Wanted to get the win here in Ventura. Has the pace off the beginning, but number 5 of Emma Gotch right on the backside of her. I like what Emma did. She was trying the high line for a long time, and that wasn't quite working, so then she had to change it up a little bit. She would go in high and square off the corner. An excellent move right there by the 5. Julia has just a little bit of a bobble, allows Emma Gotch up the inside down the back straightaway. As we do get a restart, we had a rider go down, but Emma Gotch picking up the whole shot in this one. Maticela Rodriguez tries around the outside. And the hard charger, the 13 gets back up to second, but the hard charger late in this one was the 39 of Hannah Brewer. She comes from deep in the field. She sends it up the inside going into 1. Great job by both those riders to keep it on 2 wheels. That would move the 39 plate up to 3rd place in that one. That's Hannah Brewer. But it's Emma Gotch getting another win here in the Royal Enfield Build Train Race program. Well, it seems like Jamie's got a special guest. Jamie, who'd you find now?
Julian Beaumer from Supercross in the 250 class out here, his very first American flat track race. You've been soaking it in as we've gone through the heat races. What are your first thoughts?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm enjoying every second of it, watching the guys race. I think for us, it's good to learn when we go to more drier tracks and have to slide around a little more. So I can learn a lot from these guys.
Julian Beaumer, thank you.
When we come back to this one, Cody Kopp with a 4-point lead over Dallas Daniels. 3rd is Davis Fisher, and 4th, 26 points behind the leader, is the 2-time winner here at Ventura, Briar Bauman. One of the stories from qualifying is Dallas Daniels, who qualified 4th, but he's not too worried about that.
For me, I'm a racer. When the light comes on and it's time to go racing, they call it a race, I come alive. And so practice qualifying for me is time to get my bike dialed in, get a feel for the track. We've had a long break. You know, we've been off for a month, get back in race mode, and just get ready for the heat race.
Cody Kopp still on a tear, and he is our fast qualifier here tonight.
To have my rookie crew be this in the Super Twins class, I have no excuse. I have no excuse not to go out there and do my best and put every bit of work in that I can. And just unreal to be with this team more than anything. Like, these guys are next level. They're very quiet, but that's why we're out front.
Mission Super Twins heat race number 1. Cody outside, but it's going to be Davis Fisher that keeps hunting on the backside of Cody Kopp. Comes in wider, squares off the corner, grabs the lead from the number 12. Push the number 12 back just a little bit, but Davis Fisher just looked like he wants to pick up his 2nd career win. He would win heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 for the Mission Super Twins. Briar on the inside. Dallas right there starting 2nd. Chad Coast had a good hole shot. The California rider, he grabs the hole shot, but Briar takes over real quick. Yeah, Bauman wasted no time to get by Chad Coast. Knows that Dallas Daniels on the backside of him can be a threat, but Briar Bauman is going to take this thing to the line and beat Dallas Daniels for the first time this year. Mission, 2 Fast, 2 Tasty Challenge race. 4 riders, the top 2 from the heat races. Davis got a pretty good jump, but it'd be Cody Kopp grabbing the whole shot.
It kind of went back and forth. Cody Kopp closes down on Briar Bauman down the back straightaway, but Fisher runs it in deep, gets on the gas early, runs Cody Kopp wide, and is going to take over the lead and pick up the win here in the Mission 2 Fast, 2 Tasty Challenge.
$5,000 going home to Oregon to Davis Fisher on the number 67 bike. That sets him up really good for tonight's Mission Super Twins main event. Your starting lineup looks like this for the Super Twins. On the poles, the 3 of Briar Bauman. Also on that front row, the 67 of Davis Fisher, the 1 of Dallas Daniels, the 12 of Cody Kopp. Also some fast guys back there a little bit deeper in the field. You got the 37 of Bronson Bauman, Billy Ross, Dalton Gauthier, and Aiden Root Evans rounding out row number 2. Here's Jamie with a pre-race report.
The track evolution is what we've been tracking all day long, and just talking to the guys that came off the track, they said watch out for the bumps, particularly in turns 1 and 2, because those have continued to develop. So for these riders that are about to go out right now, could get a little bit bumpy, and the track is not as soft as we saw earlier.
The 10-second board is up. 16 riders, 8 minutes plus 2 laps. Fisher, Daniels, Briar Bauman, and Cody Kopp on that front row. Light is green. The front wheel comes up on the 3 bike. The 1 trying to get the whole shot, but it's the 12 of Cody Kopp. He goes up the wind side, makes a bobble, and it's costing the lead.
And Briar Bauman takes over the lead going into the back straightaway into turn 3 here. Knows it is time to get away while the track is fresh.
Look who's up to 3rd. It's Bronson Bauman on the 37 bike. Fisher back to 5th.
Bronson Bauman must have snuck his way up in there. Got 3rd in the heat race, coming from the 2nd row. Already up there. It's Harley Davidson 1 and 2 and a Yamaha in 3rd.
Briar's won here twice before, once on a KTM, once on a Harley Davidson, trying to make it twice on a Harley Davidson, sitting deep in the points. He needs a win.
Dallas Daniels now up the inside of Bronson Bauman.
Daniels going up to 3rd, and he's trying to bring with him, it looks like the 67 trying to come right along with.
Davis had a tough lap that put him back there into 5th place. He's going to get up the inside of Bronson Bauman. Now not going to be able to finish the pass there, kind of sandwiched in between the 2. Dallas pulls up the front wheel, just like Jamie said. We haven't seen riders struggling so much through 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 shows it.
I think that's the way the wind is blowing everything. It's changed the track down there in 1 and 2 throughout the night. Fisher's on the move. He's up to 4th. He's behind Dallas Daniels. Your leader is Briar Bauman. Cody Kopp in 2nd. Dallas Daniels back there in 3rd, our defending champ. Here comes Fisher. Can he make some time up? Can he make his way towards the front? He's back and forth right now.
Davis has been doing good at that today, being able to make time up. But how many times have we seen Dallas Daniels work his way up through the field? But Briar Bauman already almost a 1-second lead over Daniels in 3rd.
Dallas made a bobble in turn number 1 last time. He hit a bump, and here comes the 67 up the inside, applying the pressure. Dallas goes wide. He can feel the 67 was there. Fisher makes the pass.
Fisher got to the side of him a little bit. Davis, I think he's frustrated with that start in that first lap. It was really bad for what he's been doing all day. Back in 5th place, now up to the podium position. But he's got to go. Briar has got such a good first couple laps in this race.
Colby, how does Davis put that bad start out of his head right now?
He's going to get passed right here by Daniels. Daniels is not going to be happy with what him and Davis did. Davis runs him up the racetrack there. Daniels is going to be very frustrated. Take a shot right back at him here. Is he going to straight line him? Yes, he will. Davis gets back under him. Just losing time to the leaders, though.
Yeah, well, they're out here mixing it up. The leaders are starting to pull away. It's a 3 bike in the lead. Briar Bauman, the other Harley Davidson, the 12 bike in 2nd of Cody Kopp.
Cody Kopp right now not able to claw his way towards Briar Bauman as Davis and Daniels go back and forth. Bronson Bauman just watching the show.
A good run for Bronson, who comes off the couch once again. Is sitting at home watching. He said, I'm going to go out to California and have some fun.
Works for a gas line out here racing with us here today. But Daniels, I think he might have it under control. Davis Fisher, I really hope the break's going to be able to last this whole 8 minutes. We have 5 to go.
Briar Bauman leads it here by 1.2 seconds. And then a big gap back to Daniels, who's sitting 3rd. Fisher's in 4th. Bronson Bauman's in 5th. Trent Ben Lau's in 7th. Renshaw in that Royal Enfield's 8th. McGrain and Lehman now up to 10th on that Kawasaki.
Dallas Daniels kind of commented
that, so we'll see what he can fight with at the end.
Yeah, as we come across the halfway here, Jamie, what she's talking about, to elaborate on a little bit, Cody Kopp's used to racing the 450. It is 100 pounds lighter, give or take. So Cody Kopp, the whole race distance, he's fit, he has the cardio, but these bikes are so heavy for your muscles. Briar Bauman's been on a twin for so long.
And also, one more on that note, it's 2 minutes longer than the singles main event.
Yeah,
he's used to.
Cody Kopp's kind of catching up just a little bit. Last lap, he was a 10th faster. Again, a 10th faster, just to the 1 second mark. and we've got lap traffic.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Lap traffic just ahead of the 3 of Briar Bauman, the Salinas, California rider. Here comes Fisher's up to 30, got by Daniels. There goes Briar, puts one more rider a lap down. Now here's Cody Kopp back there in second on the 12 bike. He's going to go by two riders just go a lap down. Chad Coase moves out of the way, so does Billy Ross.
Lappers being very good for these leaders right now. Declan Bender hasn't gotten out of the way of Bauman yet. The last two did. Breyer's going to have to adjust his line just a little bit. Now Cody Kopp might have an easier chance by because Bender knows.
He's only down by 1 second is Cody Kopp. Can he apply the pressure? The 12 bike right there. Now he needs to get by Declan Bender as soon as he can and keep this 3 bike in his sights. Now Cody sends it up the bottom of the racetrack. Sometimes when you get to a lap rider, you find a different line that might be faster.
Scotty Davis Fisher's made his way up to that podium spot, running in third and about a second ahead of Dallas Daniels. So he's been able to calm down and figure it out.
The leader is Briar Bauman. Jamie, you got more on him?
Well, the physical aspect was what Cody Kopp was thinking about for Briar Bauman. It was the mental aspect, knowing that at this point there was going to be this lap traffic and he was going to have to deal with it. He talked about that earlier on, saying, you know, the mental side of it, something you tend not to think about as much, but here he is having to battle through it, make sure that he hits all of those marks.
More lap traffic just ahead. Renshaw gets out of the way. Cody Kopp is right there in his sights as well. It's hard when the leader gets there first. It's easier when the second place rider gets into lap traffic.
Briar Bauman with that Super.com sponsor for the first time, looking to grab the win here,
where he won here last year. 2 in a row, actually, for Briar Bauman here at Ventura. McGrain says, go up the inside. I'll let you go on by.
Yeah, they just kind of keep going back and forth, yo-yoing a little bit between Kopp and Bauman.
Colby, they have lapped up to 9th place right now.
The pace is so high right now, but all the lappers are doing a great job at getting out of the way for Kopp and Bauman.
Last time by Briar, 1:5.234. Last time for Cody, 1:5.412, so he lost a little bit of time. Maybe the lap traffic was harder for the 12 bike.
And Fisher's still running about 1/10 of a second faster a lap than Daniels, getting a bigger gap.
1 minute and 2 laps remaining. Can Briar win here in Ventura for the 3rd consecutive year?
This is so big for Briar Bauman to grab his first win of the year and start to get back into this championship fight.
There's some 25 points behind coming into tonight.
He made a point earlier on. Davis Fisher, we see him on the outside of the track, I believe, against the hay bales. That is, what a bummer.
Fisher off the pace, stopped outside turn number 2. There with the podium finish for the 67 bike. There he is, right there. They just went past him. Tough.
Wow. Bauman, a huge win to get this championship fight going.
And what a tough break for the 67 bike.
Cody Kopp learning the physicality of these twins, how hard it can be throughout these races. The cardio was there, but just it's so hard to muscle these bikes around. Dallas Daniels doing what he needs to do, getting on the podium there. Like you said,
it's his first win of 2026, but your 3rd in a row here at Ventura. What is it about coming to California that really suits you and your riding style?
Well, this year in particular, the first thing I need to say is I need to apologize to Rick Ware Racing, the whole team. Got a little bit greedy the first 3 rounds. I kind of led the team in a difficult direction. We wanted to bite off more than we probably could chew, and we got a little ahead of ourselves. So apologies to Rick and the whole family, but this is where we belong, man. And I love coming here. I see my friends. I see my family where I grew up. I'm a pretty good short tracker, so I enjoy riding this track.
And he's with Jamie.
And Cody Kopp was watching those replays along with us. I saw you shake your head a little bit. You saw that mistake. What role did that play?
Yeah, I mean, not much, honestly. I mean, to beat Briar on a track like this is a pretty tall task. It was a little mistake into turn 1 for sure. I pulled a killer start from the outside again, just like the dash, and yeah, I mean, honestly, it felt like it was just Briar and I out there on that track. Honestly, like to me, I could see him the whole time, and lappers were just kind of a blur and didn't see anybody else. So really fun race. Yeah, I want to be upset a little bit because I feel really confident on these tracks and on this bike, but at the same time, I'm like, man, we're on a crazy run to start this season right now, and I'm just super happy to be part of the team I am with George Latest, Bob Lamphere. We'll carry this one into Chico next weekend. I really like that track. I've won there on a single, so let's go try it on the twin.
Keep it rolling with the points lead. Congrats.
Let's take a look at the results from tonight. Briar Bauman, his third win in a row here at Ventura, gets the win. Cody Kopp is second. Daniels is third. Bronson Bauman fourth. And Ben Lau, all the way from the last chance qualifier, gets fifth. Finishing up third with the number 1 plates, Dallas Daniels.
And for Dallas Daniels, it may be his lowest finishing position of the season, but not off of the podium yet. When we talk about momentum and consistency, what role are you have right now?
Yeah, no, I definitely pride myself on a little bit of consistency. Definitely, I got a little bit of luck there. You know, Davis, me and him were kind of going back and forth, and he put a bit of a move on me, and it rubbed me up a little bit, and I kind of lost a little bit of ground. And I just didn't have it tonight. I just didn't have that extra little bit that those guys in front of me did. And Briar, Cody, and Davis, they were going really fast all day, and I was kind of right there in the mix. And in the dash, I really felt like we had something good, and the track was a little bit different. And just as the line kind of moved, I kind of just went backwards. You know, I feel like I was kind of bringing Davis back. I would have liked to have seen that play out. It's bummer for him that he broke, but yeah, good for me. Got a little bit of luck out of it, but yeah, you know, Briar, he's tough on this track. He's won here the last 2 years, now 3 years, and Cody, he's a good short track guy as well, and I think I am too. It's just, yeah, just some nights you ain't got it, and it wasn't for a lack of effort. The whole Essence and Racing Monster Energy Yamaha team, they busted their butts. We changed the bike a whole lot, and we're comfortable. You know, we feel really good on the bike. It's just, yeah, tonight we just didn't have that extra little bit. So it's all good. I'm really happy. We got a big string of races coming up here. That month break was a little boring, but now we're feeling good going into Chico, and yeah, it's just yeah, a little bit of a bummer because I really like this place, but it's all good. We're on the podium. We'll take what we get. We'll take our licks, and we'll move to the next one.
It's not a bad night when you still get to go on the podium. Congratulations.
The point standings look like this after round number 4. Cody Kopp with 2 wins and 2 seconds is our points leader. Dallas Daniels is sitting second. He's 7 points behind. Briar Bauman with that win jumps up to third. Davis Fisher is fourth, and Trent Lowe rounds out your top 5. What a beautiful night it was here in Ventura. Right on the ocean. Great racing in every single class out here tonight. In Chico,